Hello everybody, how are you? Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to something once again that's a little bit different on this channel. This is Franchise Hockey Manager 5, and I've picked this up very cheaply. It's 75% off at Steam at the moment, and what I thought I'd do, as you can see by the title of this video, is who's going to win the Elite Ice Hockey League. So what I've done is I have made myself as a manager in this game and just made myself unemployed and simmed the entire season. And what we're going to do now is go in and see what the computer simulation thinks is going to happen in the Elite League this season. So let's have a look while it's loading everything. No idea what, well, I must be honest, I did have a look and see what the results were, but that was 2 days ago and I've forgotten. Which is all well and good while it's still loading the players. That's the one thing about this, is it does take a while to load. You can't turn off the NHL, which is a little bit irritating, if I'm honest, because you can't speed the game up by only running the Elite League, loading line, chemistry tournaments, central scouting. It's slow and fast at the same time. Oh, 98% of importing names, excellent. Anyway, so while we're waiting, leave in the comments below who you think is going to win the actual Elite League this season. It seems pretty a two-horse race between the Devils and the Giants. We'll see who wins in Franchise Hockey Manager 5. Here we go. So this is the NHL. Because I'm on unemployed, I can see everything. So we'll just go to the Elite Ice Hockey League here and have a look at the standings. And oh, hang on, we're on Conference League, and oh, it's the Nottingham Panthers who have won the league this season. I think that might be ever so slightly wrong. 42 wins, 15 losses, 3 overtime losses for 87 points. So they've won the league but haven't got the 90 points that was given to them as a target to Rich Chernomas. So I wonder if he kept his job in this game, winning the league but not with enough points. Then the Devils, then the Steelers, then the Giants are the 4 arena teams. The Stars in 5th place as well. The Storm 6th, Lightning 7th. That's a long way different to what it was this season, or what it is this season so far. And the Blaze in the final playoff spot in 8th. The Clan, the Flames and the Flyers all missing out. In terms of the conferences, so the Dundee Stars won the Gardner Conference by 20 points. That's quite a significant margin. The Panthers, of course, winning the Erdhart Conference, and the Manchester Storm winning the Patton Conference. So that's who it says has won the league. Now for the Challenge Cup, this game doesn't actually have the Challenge Cup, so I had to be a little bit, kind of use my ingenuity a little bit, and treat games as league and cup doubles. You can see if you click on each team, I can find out their fixtures. So what I had to do was I took the Challenge Cup groups and found the first home and away fixture between teams, treat them as league and cup doubles as they always used to be, and work out the league tables, and you can see them here. Okay, so here are the Challenge Cup groups at the end of the group stage, according to League and Cup single game for points for both, as I explained. So what I've had to do, because the game doesn't have the Challenge Cup in it, is take the first home and away meeting between the two sides in the group and treat that as your Challenge Cup group, and then I worked out in the same way you drop the bottom 2 teams out of the groups of 4, rearrange all the rest of it. So, as you see in Group A, it's the Dundee Stars that top the group, 5 wins, just a single loss. That was to the Belfast Giants by 4 goals to 2. Then Belfast in 2nd, 5 in 3rd, and Glasgow in 4th. 5 go ahead of Glasgow because they won their 2 games against the Clan. In Group B, it's Sheffield who top the group because of a shootout loss to the Manchester Storm. Then Nottingham and then Manchester. again, Nottingham, because they scored more goals against the Storm than the Storm did against Nottingham. And then in Group C, no surprise really, the Cardiff Devils at the top, beating everybody. Coventry in second, MK in third, and Guildford in fourth with just the single point. And what that means is that Glasgow and Guildford get eliminated. And the groups then reschedule to look like that. So Belfast then top the group because Dundee's lost 4 points for both of their wins against Glasgow, whereas Belfast did not. And Fife lose all their points because they only beat Glasgow, so they finish on 0 points and get eliminated. So then Sheffield, Nottingham and Manchester stay the same. Cardiff, Coventry and Milton Keynes also stay as they were. They just all lose a few points. They then get altered and into the... Obviously, again, the algorithm can't do the pick your own opponent. So I had to just go with first versus 8th, second versus 7th, third versus 6th, and 4th versus 5th, which, to be fair, is exactly what they did this year in the pick your own opponent anyway. And then what I did is, in December time, I found the fixtures closest to the beginning of December, and in December time, between home and away against these sides, because that's about the time that the quarterfinals took place. So you will see this playoff bracket here. So Cardiff got past the Milton Keynes Lightning 3-1 and 2-3 for a 5-4 aggregate win. The Belfast Giants got past the Coventry Blaze 3-7. Sorry, the Coventry Blaze got past the Belfast Giants 3-7 and 4-5 for a 12-7 win in total. The Sheffield Steelers, they got past the Manchester Storm 10-8 on aggregate, and the Nottingham Panthers got past the Dundee Stars by the same scoreline. Then in the semi-finals, it was 2-4 and 4-5 as the Coventry Blaze got past the Cardiff Devils. I took these fixtures as close to kind of January-February time as I could, and Sheffield lost to Nottingham by 6-3 on aggregate. And then the final, which I took the last regular season game between the two sides, which was in March between the Blaze and the Panthers, and the Panthers won that one by 6-4. So Nottingham then winning the league and the Challenge Cup. Let's see if they win the playoffs. So then back now, and we'll look at the playoffs. So the playoffs, again, the game with its algorithm, it's a minor league for the game. So they've not got the playoffs quite right, because they've literally treated it as first versus 8th, second versus 7th, third versus 6th, and 4th versus 5th. They haven't done the conference winners taking 1, 2 and 3. So this is the playoff stage. So you've got Nottingham losing actually in the quarter-final stage to the Coventry Blaze by 8-6. If we go on those, you can see that if we go to the schedule, that the Blaze won. The Panthers won 3-2 in Coventry, but the Blaze won by 6-3 in Nottingham. Also, the Cardiff Devils beat the Milton Keynes Lightning by 8-5. The Sheffield Steelers thrashed the Manchester Storm 11-2. And the Dundee Stars beat the Belfast Giants by 9-7. Then in playoff finals weekend, Cardiff beat Coventry by 5-0, whilst Dundee beat Sheffield by 8-7. What a game! What a game that would have been. If we have a look at the reports for that game, you will see that Dundee took a 1-0 lead. Sheffield came back, were winning 4-1. And it was right down to the wire, 17:42 in the third period. So with only 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go, Stéphane de la Rovière gave the Dundee Stars an 8-7 lead. And they held that on to go into the final, where they faced the Cardiff Devils. And the Dundee Stars win the Elite League playoffs and find themselves in the Continental Cup for next season. Who would have thought of that? So the Dundee Stars win the playoffs, the Nottingham Panthers win the league and the Challenge Cup. Look at some of the awards then. We can go into the stats. So stats for the season: leading goal scorer Matt Marquette, assists Joey Martin, points Dustin Jonah for the Belfast Giants. And if we go to the home for the league, you'll see those there. So scoring leader Sheffield Steelers with the most amount of goals. Nottingham Panthers conceding the fewest though. And then if we go to news, so the EIHL All-Rookie team, Reece Cochrane of the Five Flyers, Joe Hazeldine of the Panthers, Corey Lee of the Storm, Mac Howlett of the Clan, and Kieran Brown of the Sheffield Steelers taking All-Rookie team. The All-EIHL First team, Callum Booth, signing for the Nottingham Panthers with a 2.05 goals against average and a .903 save percentage. Felix Antoine Poulin, Connor Cox, Mike Hedem, Joey Martin and Kyle Bourne. And then the second team, Hendrik Packel, Mark Richardson, Aaron Johnson, Justin Kovacs, George Govolovskis and Brian Hart. Rich Chernomaz obviously did keep his job because he's been announced as the best coach. The top scorer goes to Dustin Jonah. Omar Pasha is the GM of the year. And Corey Lee, Rookie of the Year. Defenceman of the Year goes to Felix Antoine Poulin. Netminder to Callum Booth. Joey Martin is the league MVP. And that one is just how the Dundee Stars pulled out a dramatic EIHL playoffs win as they beat the Cardiff Devils. So that's what the computer system says is going to happen in the Elite League this season. What do you think about that simulation? Let us know down in the comments section below. Also, you can see from this tab here all the history of the Elite League winners. If you'd like me to simulate, I might do that for a future video, simulate 10-20 years into the future, see who wins the Elite League in the years to come, and we'll see how accurate that is as well. And I'm also thinking about doing a GM mode in this game as well, so just let me know in the comments below which Elite Ice Hockey League team you want to see me take charge of, so we try and guide the Panthers to yet another, well, I say yet another, to another Grand Slam, or do I take the Milton Keynes Lightning from the depths of despair as they are at the moment and try and give them an Elite League title? So let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.